Hey guys, I'm Phoenix here and welcome to Starforge. Now, this is an abandoned game, believe it or not. It is available for free at the Code Hatch website. And this has a little bit of a history to it. Now, if you want the too long didn't read version, it is for free, but it isn't really worth your time. And we'll go into why in just a second. That's the little bit of a longer version of it. So, this game was advertised as a procedural generation, procedural weapons, underground surface and space gameplay, and it really didn't get that far. There was an Indiegogo, and yeah, they got their goal easily. They got 135,000 for it. Then they put it onto early access, got a little bit more out of that, and the game was in early access for a while, and it seemed to be going well. Then one day, there was just this message on the Steam announcement saying, "We have released the game," and everybody said, well, where's the rest of it? You promised an awful lot more than what we got. And what we got was a survival game. There was no sort of horde mode gameplay anymore. We got a survival game that's severely unoptimized. It works on my computer pretty hard for what's actually here. There's some nice models, sure, but there's also quite a lot of issues left in the game. So they couldn't work out how to do the procedural generation of the weapons without them being severely unbalanced. So they just took out all the procedural weapon generation. I believe there's some unique weapons you can get, but they're locked away in these spaceships that are sort of your dungeon type things. Other issues with the game, well, you loot mobs, you get plans out of them, and then you learn those plans, and those plans keep dropping. Because there's no real loot table in the game to say, this player already has this, let's at least reduce the drop rate of these plans. So I got some cement stairs. Oh, you've got to shift double click everything in or drag it in. There's no just shift click like you might expect. It's got to be a double click. Or maybe a right click, something like that. You can drag some things straight into your power suit inventory, but it's not the best of systems. You certainly can't craft. You can sort of close your loot thing with that, though that just then closes everything if you close the loot. You can hit escape to close the loot, and then you can craft things. So I'm just going to craft some bits and pieces, and it all takes time for some reason. And then you can, and then it's sort of a paper doll effect, sort of puts it into your thing, and then you're wearing things, and it kind of gives you some little bits of bonuses to things. Other than that, it's not a very interesting game to start off with, or later on, or at all. You kind of get flung around because there's some kind of physics thing. You can kill these things sometimes if you can get in close enough. But what I've found is that actually these leeches drop worse loot most of the time than the little glow bugs. So you've kind of got a health thing. You don't eat anything. You've kind of got, I think there's 2 injectors, a green one and a red one. I think that's how it goes. And so let's loot the body. What did we get? A fortified wooden door. Yeah, we get these MR injections, which are like our food. And the red ones, which are our health. So you can right click and use that if you want to, and then that should refill some of your food. Your food does go down quite quickly. Why didn't I use it? Okay, you can't. No. What are you doing? As I said, there's bugs in this game. A lot of bugs. And you kind of alright. Use. Okay, so you give me an option to use it, but you can't actually use it. You have to put it into the hotbar and then use it from there, and then you get your food. So yeah, bugs still in the game, definitely. They've abandoned. At this point, the game is abandoned. They're not working on it at all anymore. And as I said, it's now free on the Code Hutch website. Slightly worrying thing is, they have another game that they are working on. They actually started on that game before they abandoned Starforge the first time. So yeah, it's kind of evident where their focus ended up. And they decided that they couldn't work on two projects at the same time, so they decided that Starforge was finished and they would take that code and maybe make something better with Reign of Kings. Now, from what I've seen with Reign of Kings, it does have an awful lot of issues in its state, mainly with hackers. So, there's that. What more can I say about this? Not much. If you are thinking of picking it up, there are better alternatives, far better alternatives. Even if this game is free, there are better alternatives. If you've got a copy of Minecraft, for example, mod it into what you want it to be. You'll get a better game out of that. If you want sort of a horde mode survival, 7 Days to Die. If you want something that's a little bit more of a traditional survival, maybe with the orbital mechanics that Starforge advertised, Empyrean would be a good alternative there. So there are better alternatives out there. But with that, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.